Hey guys, I am back with a video for the first time in a very long time on my aquariums, or aquarium, I guess I should say. I had set up this 20 long initially around some point in May, and just never really made a video about it or anything. And it's still kind of a work in progress, mostly because I'm kind of slow and about the things I'm doing at the meantime. But excuse me, I added some fish recently. I actually added a few white clouds about 3 weeks ago. They only had 4 of them at the time. I actually had 5, but unfortunately I lost one. So, they've done mostly pretty okay. The 4 that I've had look pretty good. And then tonight I went down and I got 9 more of them for a total of 13. And you can kind of tell the difference of which ones are which, because these smaller ones are the ones that I got tonight. Yeah, these bigger ones are the guys that I got a little while ago, and they look pretty good actually. In the past, I've always done golden white clouds, but I'm liking the way these ones look. So this is what the aquarium store had, and I just decided to roll with it. So I decided this time around when doing a tank, I was gonna go with all crypts. And like I said, it's still a work in progress. I do have a thing of Anubias in here that I bought a while back, but I haven't really done anything with. That's why it's still in the pot. So, but the only other plants I have in here so far are Crypt Balense and then Crypt Wenti. I thought about for some splashes of color and some connections to the past, trying to find some Rotella indica, because that was a plant that really did me well in the past, but I'm trying to keep it simple. I don't really want to have any plants that I have to trim or anything like that. I'm using pool filter sand as my substrate, and yeah, I kind of hate how filthy it looks right now. It's one of the only things with white sand. It kind of sucks is it ends up looking like this. It does not stay looking clean. I mean, this really isn't as bad as when I've used other white substrate in the past. And I don't know if that's due to the kind of like texture or size of the grains of the sand, because this is a little bit bigger than the grains of sand I used in the past from Cribsea. But other than that, not too much new. I decided to go with the 20 long a while back just because I thought it would be suitable, comfortable size for me to get into. As you guys are familiar with, I had sold my 33 long a long time ago, around March or April or something like that last year, and I do kind of miss it, but I have other things going on in my life right now. I want to keep it simple, so that's why using this 20 long is a pretty decent setup for mine. I can do whatever with it fairly quickly. Water changes, that kind of thing. Now the downside is I can't keep as many fish, but it is what it is. So I think I'm good with the 13 white clouds for now that I have. As you guys have seen, as much as I really enjoy the hobby and love the hobby, all that fish keeping for a little while now hasn't really been like my main, kind of hobby. I've been more so on the side of collecting coins and stuff like that. I've really gotten into that in the past couple years. If anyone has recalled, because I've posted quite a bit of videos about my coin collections, and I will probably post another video about some of them pretty soon. So I also kind of have a love-hate relationship with this piece of driftwood. It's all I really got for now. I do have another piece, but I like the way that this one kind of flows this way. I wanted to try to do like a simple island type flowy scape, you know, kind of have everything over here and then more open over here, but it's still like a very slow work in progress. So that's why I kind of like this driftwood here compared to this other piece that I have, which would be probably better suited for more on this side, whatever. It's not really a branchy looking piece like that. Actually, I guess I can show you guys if I can find it. Let's see. Yeah, this is what it looks like. So it's not really as suited for like an island type aquascape, in my opinion. So whereas this one looks okay. I didn't get this one for an actual fish store. I got this, I think, at like PetSmart or something like that. But it's working in the meantime for the look I wanted to do. Maybe I'll change things out eventually. Not really sure. My initial plan with this tank was to just do a super low key chill setup, and I was going to do a cherry shrimp tank. But the more and more I kind of thought, I was like, you know what, I'll try and see what it's like to have another active fish tank again. As far as I'm concerned, the less amount of work, the better. The more I'll be into it. But I did a water change in this tank tonight, and it really wasn't too bad to do a little bit of maintenance on it. The weird thing is, in my opinion, so if you have a smaller tank, in my opinion, it's actually easier to do things with, like water changes and so, yada, 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 maintenance, because your tank is smaller. Now, obviously, on the side of things of you might have to do them more frequently because you have a smaller tank. That's where it's different. Bigger tanks are easier to care for. Yeah, in the regard of like your water chemistry isn't going to get like befouled really quickly. But in my opinion, it takes a little bit more work to manage a larger tank and more time kind of set aside and so for maintenance and all that compared to like a smaller tank. Imagine doing maintenance on like a 10-gallon tank or something compared to like a 75-gallon tank. Like I said, in my opinion, yes, you're going to get by way more with the 75-gallon, but look how quick you would be done with the maintenance on like a 10-gallon tank, you know, like that. So, like I said, you might have to do it, you know, you might have to do water changes, you know, on a 10-gallon, like every week, you know, hey, do 25%, you know, once a week or something like that, or 50%, but it really wouldn't be that hard. Whereas you could probably skate by multiple weeks with doing like a 75 or a smaller or somewhere in between tank, like a 40-gallon or something like that. So, just a few thoughts I have. I'll definitely try to make some videos on this tank in the future. I've mostly been kind of neglecting it, so but that's all I got for now, guys. All right, peace out. Any suggestions or comments? I'm sure someone might have some. Let me know.